Hi everybody, Anna K. Morris here with your coaching video of the day. I am so excited because I'm actually coming to you live from my new office. It used to be our guest bedroom, but let's face it, not many people want to stay at our house and we have two crazy boys under 3. So Derek, on Wednesday, if you saw the video on Wednesday, I shot it from my friend's Airbnb, which was amazing. And I came home to a surprise of the guest bedroom is now our office, and it feels amazing. And I'm going to go ahead and dive into the coaching part. I'm coaching 2 things today. And the first thing is the best way to have plan A work is to not have a plan B. So I use the example of Dean. We've been wanting the boys to sleep in the same bedroom for 13 months now, except, you know, they're 3, 3.5, and 1. So that's challenging. And Dean's not a great sleeper and Jack's a really good sleeper. So anyway, it's just been hard. And so we've kept them in separate rooms, and Dean's been sleeping in a pack and play in the guest bedroom. And anyway, this past week we were like, that's it. I'm clear, like I have to have an office. Derek needs an office. Like we have to get some work done. We need a door that we can close, that we can preferably lock. So what's been amazing is that we just took away the plan B. There is no more, right? Sorry, there's some paint that needs to be touched up, but like you can see that's where the pack and play used to be, and it's gone now. So guess what? They're taking a nap in the same bedroom, and it's amazing. We're literally like surprised. We're like, oh, that works. And we're like, oh yeah, we actually know that that works because we started Happy Karma Homes without a plan B. So I remember distinctly, I was like, what's our worst case scenario? And I was like, would you go back? Because Derek was an accountant in the oil and gas industry. And I was like, would you go back if it didn't work out? Like, would you go back to oil and gas? And he was like, never. I will never go back. And I was like, okay, well, looks like this is gonna work. Because I was really wondering like how serious he was. And same thing for me, like when I left my pharmaceutical career, I remember distinctly a friend of mine helping me move because I was moving down to Austin. And you have like a brag book. If you've been in pharmaceutical sales, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you've been in any sales, you typically like have a brag book or brag fold, you know, on your computer. You have like all of the things that you are patting yourself on the back for, right? And she was like, do you want any of this? And I was like, I don't know. And she was like, well, you need to decide, are you ever going back? And I was like, I'm never going back. And we threw that shit out. It felt amazing. I've never looked back. So, you know, I often think that like the way forward is like, don't look back, just keep going. There is no plan B. It's only plan A. That's it. So that's your first piece of the coaching. But the real guts of this video that I'm so excited to share about is something in Julia Cameron's book. And it's also just in general, in Julia Cameron's book, The Artist's Way, it's called The Test. And this is towards the end of my coaching program that I teach this, that you've gotten the muscle, right? So I teach this in like week 11 to week 10, 11, 12. So you've got this muscle where you've learned through working with me that like to trust your little voice, trust that intuition, keep leaning into it, be scared and keep going, and like keep like flexing the muscle of like listening to the little voice and going in that direction. So that's gotten stronger. And oftentimes what will happen is right when you're feeling pretty good, you're like, yeah, little voice, like we're like co-creating, this is cool, like things are happening, the jobs are, you know, all the things that you want are kind of clicking into place. The job that you're leaving, you'll get a promotion. The boyfriend you were breaking up with will propose. You know what I mean? Like you're getting married and the ex shows up. So it's like that. This is the test. And I love it because that just happened to me. So on Wednesday, I've been so excited. A friend of mine is has an annual party, and it's on Saturday. And I've been excited for months, like since the beginning of the year, right? About this party. And at the same time, for a very, very long time, probably about 10 years, I've wanted to learn Transcendental Meditation. And I just joined the most incredible wellness concierge practice. It's all online. It's called Inzensity. INZENCITY, where like you sign up, it's a flat fee for, you know, every month. And it's all about like the 8 pillars of wellness. So it includes like, you get all your blood work done, and then you get like, you meet with a health coach, you meet with a functional medicine doctor, they read your labs, you go through your hormones, like all these things. And boom, 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 boom. It's also got transcendental meditation. So my friend Jessica is the founder of it, lucky me. So we were on the phone on Wednesday, and I was like, oh, by the way, I just signed up for Inzensity. I'm so excited. I'm really hoping that I get to work with her, because I would love to teach her clients journaling and creativity practices. And that's a whole nother thing that could be really fun, but we'll see where it takes me. For right now, I'm a client and I'm thrilled. And she was like, it's really too bad that you just signed up. Like on Saturday, there's a transcendental meditation training, but like, I know that, that's really fast, and like, you probably are busy. And I was like, yeah, I am busy. And I was like, but tell me more, right? Because this is something that I've known for a long time. It's important to me. I would really like to learn it. I have a kind of regular meditation practice, but like when I really stick with it, like my life just goes bananas, like in the best way. So I know that meditation is like one of the tools that I need to really start using on a daily in a daily way, to like ramp up all the things that I'm up to. And transcendental specifically because it drops you into a different layer of consciousness, and that's something that mindfulness and concentration techniques cannot do. So that's why TM. And she was like, well, the training's in San Antonio. And I was like, oh, that's a 5-hour round trip drive. And she was like, and there are a couple of spots available on Saturday. And I was like, what time are the spots? She's like 1 o'clock, 2:30, and 5 o'clock. And I was like, can he do earlier? Unfortunately, the guy can't. It's only so many people in the world are trained in TM, so it's like very hard to find a teacher. And geographically, like I'm in a smaller town, so like I don't have anybody here. Anyway, I was like, okay, so you can only do 1 o'clock? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, sign me up, let's go. So I love that, because there was my test, right? This party I would love to be at, but I also know I'm going to be drinking. It's a Cinco de Mayo party. I would be drinking margaritas all day long. And what I've said is important to me is to get a regular meditation, specifically transcendental meditation practice going. And here it is falling in my lap. And had I not taken it, guess what? Now I'm not co-creating with the universe. Now I'm out of alignment. And what I said is important to me is not the action that I took. Do you see that, like, the fork in the road? And I said this to my friend the other day. I was like, okay, so this happened. And she was like, damn, you got to the fork in the road and you went left. And I was like, oh my gosh, I totally did. Because in the past I would have been like, oh, I'll just do it later. Except later was probably going to be like August or September, because the other June, July dates didn't work for me. So now I'm in September when, let's face it, I'm up to some really big shit. Like, I need this stuff now. I need it yesterday. Right? So, I'm going to go and do that. And I am so proud of myself that I took the left. I'm still going to go to the party. I'm just going to go really late. Everybody will be hilarious because they will have had lots of tequila. I will have had lots of meditation and podcast listening. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's the test, right? So we're all being met with those tests, right? Those forks in the road. And the question is your action gonna line up with what you say you want? You say you want freedom and ease. Are you gonna get hooked into the worry? Or are you gonna go take yourself for a walk and chill, right? So like, are you doing the things that you say are important to you? You say that, I remember this growing up, like, no, I don't think that story is quite right. Oftentimes people will say that things are important to them, and then the actions don't line up. When you do that, you're out of integrity, you're out of alignment, and you're out of the flow of the universe. So now your life is hard, right? You're not in the flow. It's like going down a river. Yeah, sure, there are rapids. There are also like really, really, really slow spots sometimes. So you just got to stay in there, right? Because velocity will happen, but like it can feel a little drought-like sometimes. It can be super, super slow. I happen to be in a season of like, it's coming really fucking fast right now, but it's also because I've been flexing the muscle of like, okay, universe, I'm going to lean in. We want to do this together. Like I'm going to lean all the way in. So like stuff is coming really fast. Like things keep happening and I keep saying yes, which makes it happen faster. Because how fun is it to play with people who say yes? So that's another piece, right? You know, if you invite somebody to do something with you and they always say no, don't you eventually stop inviting them? Because that's not fun. It makes you feel like shit, right? You always invite somebody to do something and they always say no, or they're always late, or they always cancel. Fuck that. Nobody wants to play with you like that. So the same thing for the universe. Same exact thing. If you're always asking for things and then the universe gives it to you and you say no thank you, or you don't even notice, guess what? You're making your life really, really, really hard, right? So it might be uncomfortable. You might miss the party, but guess what? You're going to get your life. It's going to be easy. It's going to flow. Synchronicity is going to happen and it's going to be natural and effortless. And I guarantee you, like, it is amazing right now how much more that is happening as I've started to flex this muscle even more. Okay. I love you. I will see you tomorrow. And I don't know when I'll shoot a video because I'm going to be driving a long time and learning transcendental meditation. I can't wait. Okay. Bye.